Right now at 7, a person of interest detained and questioned overnight in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance has been released. Coming up, we share the breaking details and the doorbell camera footage investigators uncovered.
And first in the county, Longview ISD moves forward with its own police force, how it could change campus safety. Coming up next.
And most people celebrate 90 with cake, and she's celebrating by jumping out of the plane. Now you heard that. Right up next, meet the thrill-seeking grandma who says adventure never ever gets old.
And we got a cold front sweeping through the area this morning, which will result in some cooler temperatures. I'll show you just how cooler we'll get coming up in your forecast. So stay right there because Morning Yo on CBS 19 Plus starts right now.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Yo on CBS 19 Plus.
7:02 this morning. Thanks so much for staying with us on CBS 19 Plus. Good morning, y'all. I'm Jesus Martinez.
And I'm Dana Dixon. Thanks so much for being here. It looks really cool outside right now. If you take a look at those clouds behind Joel, I'm sure you know what they are, but I just think they look cool.
It's a nice layer of stratus clouds.
I was going to say that.
Right in the, you almost got it.
I was like, can I guess?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you were going to guess stratus clouds?
I was.
Boom, you got it. So you got stratus clouds above us right now. You can kind of see the edge. We got a cold front coming through. So the edge of that cold front right there is off to the north, and as it continues to move further to the south, we'll see some clearer skies for the afternoon. 51 degrees the current temperature, west-northwest winds at 3 miles per hour. And again, that cold front drifting its way down. You can see the temperature difference between Nacogdoches, Lufkin. We got low 60s there. You go further to the north, 50s, low 50s, upper 40s in Sulphur Springs. That cold air continuing to move further to the south, and we'll see some cooler temperatures for the rest of today. We'll start to see those clouds go away, and we'll see some clear skies. Temperatures inching their way up into the upper 60s to around 70 for today. Partly cloudy skies for tomorrow, a little bit warmer. And we'll see temperatures in the middle 70s, 80s return by Friday with a little bit more cloud cover. That's going to be ahead of our next system, which will be arriving this Saturday in the form of some heavy thunderstorms. I'll show you what we know so far coming up.
All right, Joel, we'll check on that later on. 7:04 this morning, breaking updates in the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Overnight, law enforcement released a man who was detained during a traffic stop as part of this investigation. Reporters in Phoenix spoke to that man early this morning. He said he was a delivery driver who may have delivered something to Guthrie's home at one point, but was not involved in her disappearance.
They just told me to stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. And that's it. They put me in the cop car. I don't follow the news. I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name.
And also overnight, investigators completed a search of a home in Rio Rico, that's south of Tucson, with no sign of Nancy. This all comes hours after the FBI released images of an armed masked man approaching Guthrie's home the night she was taken. In a couple of minutes, we'll hear more on the latest on this investigation.
Also breaking this morning, the FAA closes the El Paso airspace over security concerns. Now the FAA has issued a temporary flight restriction. This is for the next 10 days. This will immediately halt all flights to and from El Paso International Airport. It also includes an area of southern New Mexico. Officials haven't released much information on this, only saying this is for, quote, special security reasons. All commercial, cargo, and general aviation flights are grounded until February 20th. Airport officials are still working with the FAA for more details, and our partners across Texas are working to gather more on this as well. About this abrupt closure, we'll continue to update you as the day goes on. New this morning, Longview ISD is taking a big step when it comes to safety.
Yeah, the district is moving forward with plans to launch its own police department, and they hope it's up and running by the start of the next school year. According to our paper partners at the Longview News Journal, the school board voted to create the department last May, and since then, the district has been delaying the groundwork, hiring Benjamin Kemper as the chief of safety. He's a Longview High graduate and a former assistant police chief with Longview PD.
And this week, Gregg County Commissioners approved an agreement between the district and the sheriff's office, a required step before the state can license the department. Once approved, Longview ISD would become the first school district in that county with its own police force. 7:06 now. Testimony resumes this morning in Longview in a deadly dog attack trial.
The jurors are set to hear more testimony about the 2024 death of 46-year-old Kenneth Pearson. His death not only devastated a family, but it also sparked sweeping changes into Longview's animal ordinances. Yesterday, jurors heard disturbing testimony as dog owners accused in Pearson's death stood trial for the first time. CBS19's Nayel Carrillo takes us inside the courtroom.
Tuesday morning in Gregg County, Martin Gilbert Rodriguez came face to face with the evidence prosecutors say led to the death of Kenneth Pearson.
You can see there is noticeable trauma to both his right and left arms. His pants have been pulled down, and there's tearing of the clothing of the jeans and the shirt. And then you can see his wallet sticking out of his back pocket here.
Investigators testified Pearson was riding his bicycle near Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Rayburn Street in February of 2024 when he was attacked by a pack of dogs. They say lack of containment and repeated complaints set the stage for tragedy.
I have had to, on previous occasions, deploy OC spray to the animals to keep them from coming after myself.
DNA evidence later connected the dogs seized from Rodriguez's property to Pearson's death. The impact of the attack stretched far beyond the courtroom. In the months that followed, the Longview City Council passed new animal ordinances aimed at strengthening public safety and holding pet owners accountable, including requirements for microchipping, vaccinations, and spaying or neutering. A veterinarian testified dogs can behave very differently when moving as a pack, especially when reacting to fast-moving objects like bicycles, describing what she called a pack mentality.
Sometimes they do, but they don't necessarily start to fight with each other, but they get real like, this is mine, and want to take possession of it. And that's more commonly seen in obviously more than one dog, but the more you have and the more less socialized they are, the more likely they are to get into that frenzy. We sometimes refer to it as pack mentality.
The 4 dogs that were seized from Rodriguez's property were euthanized. Rodriguez has pleaded not guilty and could face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. In Longview, Nayeli Carrillo, CBS 19.
Family, friends, and the entire East Texas community are remembering the life of a woman whose vision helped shape a Tyler landmark for more than 4 decades. Carol Ann Ellsworth, the founder and president of the Potpourri House, passed away over the weekend at the age of 89. In 1981, she and her husband Les turned a shared dream into the Potpourri House on Front Street, creating a business that became a cherished part of the Tyler's community. What began as a Carol's passion for food, fashion, and antiques grew into a place where generations of East Texans have made memories. She leaves behind 3 children, grandchildren, and a community that say her influence will not be forgotten.
Well, obviously her fashion sense, and her granddaughter, the 3rd generation, has kind of inherited that from her, and so she has changed our look tremendously in here now, and it's had a great response from the community. We've got a younger clientele now.
Well, her legacy continues today through 3 generations of the Ellsworth family. Carol's family remembers her as the heart and guiding vision behind the thriving East Texas business for more than 45 years. They say she loved the Lord and everyone around her, and she will be deeply missed throughout the community.
7:10, time for your morning headlines. Investigators in British Columbia are working to piece together what led to a deadly school shooting. Police say at least 9 people were killed at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School and a home nearby, believed to be linked to that attack. 6 victims were found inside the school, with the 7th dying on the way to the hospital. 2 others were discovered at a nearby home. Police say at least 25 people were hurt. The suspect, only identified by police as a female, was found dead in the school from a self-inflicted injury. Nearly 200,000 Air Rova air purifiers have been recalled due to a fire hazard. Now, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the company has received 37 reports of their recalled model MK04 overheating, including a report of a fire, though so far there have been no reports of injuries or property damage. Now, these air purifiers were sold online by e-commerce retailers like Amazon, Shopify, and Temu. Consumers should stop using the recalled model and contact the company for a free replacement. Estee Lauder is taking Walmart to court. The cosmetics giant has filed a new lawsuit accusing the retail chain of selling fake versions of its products. Now, in court documents, Estee Lauder lists several products that it says have counterfeit copies on the retail giant's website, including Clinique and La Mer skin creams and Tom Ford fragrances. Now, neither company immediately responded to requests for comment. And Britney Spears may be saying goodbye to her music catalog. The pop star has reportedly sold the rights to her catalog to Primary Wave, a New York-based music and marketing company known for buying up major artists' catalogs. There's no word yet on how much the deal is worth, and neither Spears nor the company has officially confirmed that sale. Spears released 9 studio albums between 1999 and 2016. And according to Sony Music, has sold nearly 150 million albums worldwide.
All right, 7:12 this morning. Turning 90 didn't slow this woman down. It sent her soaring, actually. Cameron Paulum has more on this thrill-seeking woman that is in her unique birthday celebration.
So you're getting nervous, Mom?
No, I'm not. Are you?
Yes.
Adventure isn't a phase for Laura Bell Sullivan. It's a tradition to live by.
Okay.
She's got a little screw loose, I think. Yeah. I don't know. She has that ultimate need for thrill.
So when her 90th birthday rolled around, her son Brent already knew what was coming. Not a quiet dinner, not a low-key celebration, but a free fall from 13,000 feet.
Who can say that they're jumping out of a plane with a 90-year-old mom?
From whitewater rafting to hot air balloons to roaring through wine country on a vintage World War II tandem motorcycle, she spent a lifetime saying yes, earning the nickname Go-Go.
No dust settles on her. She's always open for the next thing.
I have a positive spirit, positive attitude. I like to do adventurous things.
And when it comes to her birthday, Skydive Arizona has welcomed her now for 20 years.
I did it when I was 70, I did it when I was 80, and now I'm starting a new decade. I have to do it again.
This time, though, she'll be accompanied by a generational group, her son and grandkids taking the leap alongside her.
We're going with the seasoned pro, I guess.
Seasoned pro.
Hey, Laura. On the ground, Laura Bell's main squeeze of 68 years Dennis says goodbye before taking his seat alongside 45 of their closest friends and family to watch the show.
More power to her. She's got a lot of guts.
With her loved ones out the door, Laura Bell's number is called, racing 100 miles an hour before her chute is pulled. It's yet another feather in the cap of a woman showing everyone what aging with adventure can look like.
As much as people say, I don't want to turn into my mom, I want to turn into my mom, and my kids want to turn into their Go-Go.
Oh, that's great.
Aww.
Cool, right?
She's cool plus billion.
I know.
All right, well, love is in the air, and so are some last-minute orders. Up next, how one florist is racing the clock to make sure every single Valentine's Day and for every lovebird out there is perfect.
Oh, with Valentine's Day just days away now, many local florists are in full swing preparing for the holiday. Carrington Harris shows us more.
Love is in the air, but so is frequent calls as the florist company Donna Flora in Clarksburg prepares for their busiest time of year, Valentine's Day. Owner Maria Elena Baldini says that the preparation begins way before the month of February.
We order things in a month in advance, like our glassware, baskets. Flowers get ordered. They don't arrive until the week before or the week of. We try to, if we have bows that we're going to put on something, then we try to make bows in advance.
Baldini says they receive orders and get started making the arrangements. They then add the card and extras such as the teddy bear or candy, then put it in the cooler for delivery or to be picked up. She says her orders can range from roses to carnations, and while the thought counts, she says the most important thing is timing.
Make sure you have time in order to order, in order to get the flowers to your loved one. Yeah, because last minute sometimes, will affect like a store pickup as opposed to getting it delivered. So, yeah, so on Saturday, if somebody calls, probably we'll have to pick it up here.
With Valentine's Day falling on Saturday, she says the best day to order is by Wednesday. Baldini says with the holiday rush, the element that keeps her passionate about her work is the ability to create.
I like when a customer says, do something pretty, here's my budget. And other than the standard half dozen or a dozen red or pink or mixed, of course, any designer's gonna be happy with, you're giving me free reign on something, because it's standard for the roses. But if somebody says, please just make me something pretty and this is my budget, then we can go all out then.
Overall, she hopes everyone will be pleased with their gift.
I feel honored that people call us to do their flowers. And my only hope is that everybody is happy with what they receive and that they feel comfortable calling me if something is not up to par.
Oh, the Dave love.
Oh, love, love, love.
All right, if you've tuned in with us right now, you may be getting ready to head out the door on your way to work or school, but if you're anything like us, we love coffee, and that coffee shop pit stop is an absolute necessity to jumpstart your day. So whether you choose local or your favorite drive-thru, we want to know, what is your go-to coffee order? I mean, it's really early on my way into work, so for me, my go-to is brewing a Keurig.
At home.
At home, and then adding peppermint mocha to it.
That's good. We just got our espresso machine maker, saving us money. Not a fan of Americanos.
What exactly is that?
Espresso shot with water.
Oh,
It's
no,
a watered down,
Yeah,
but I made it today, and it's actually really good.
But you just said you weren't a fan.
I wasn't
Oh,
until now.
Until now.
Until
So
now.
that's like, it's just mainly just espresso then? That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's like that much of espresso, and then the rest is water, and then I flavored it up with like a vanilla syrup, but it tastes good.
What kind do you like, Joel, if you're going?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink coffee very often, which is crazy because I'm on this shift. But I'll typically get like an iced coffee with a little bit of caramel.
Oh,
That's
yum.
really good to me.
People are talking over on Facebook. Justin says peppermint mocha. Justin, I'm with you. And then a lot of people are just saying plain black coffee. Can do it, don't like to do it.
This is
I
I
can't-
wouldn't
no, that's too
consider this
bitter.
plain.
I just know one thing I do know, I always like it warm. You like
I
it
like
cold.
it cold. It could be 0 degrees outside, and I'll take it cold.
Today is a hot coffee kind of day.
Today is, yeah, definitely with the start of the day being a little bit chilly. We got a cold front coming through, so we'll be a little bit chillier for today. Let's take a look at what we have as far as traffic this morning. Now, we do have an accident we've been kind of tracking over towards the Marshall area. We're kind of tracking the TxDOT camera, kind of moving it around a little bit, but it's going to be between exit 617 and exit 614. So 617 is that US 59 exit. So everybody's going to be getting off there. 620 is open. That's going to be before that. The road westbound on I-20 is going to be closed between exits 617 and 614. So I highly suggest, of course, everybody's going to be getting off at 617. Also 620 will work as well. There it is. You can kind of see barely any traffic out there. There's the accident out there. So that's going to be closed at least until 11 a.m. this morning. We will continue to keep track of that as we continue on. All right, let's take a look at, there we go. Let's take a look at an I-20 report as far as it stands from Tyler to these places here. Dallas over to Shreveport, and all of those areas are going to be in pretty good shape. It's just, again, westbound I-20 heading towards Dallas from Marshall. That's going to be impacted for you a little bit. And then US 69 not going to be an issue so far this morning with 2.5 hours up to Denison, an hour and 30 minutes down south into Lufkin. We have 55 minutes from Jacksonville to Nacogdoches, as well as Tyler to Palestine, and 40 minutes from Tyler to Longview, as well as Tyler to Athens. Well, that's going to be about 45 minutes there. And then CBS19 live radar showing nothing really as we take a look here. Got a couple of clouds overhead, but otherwise we're going to be okay. Current visibility is kind of low further to the south, but as far as our commute forecast goes, we're going to be good to go throughout the day.
It's time for CBS 19 Sports. This is the biggest basketball game in East Texas.
They are fun to watch.
Through for a huge district win.
A runaway train. She gets the hoop. Same spot. Why not?
Morning, y'all. Dan Millay and JB Searfoss with your sports here. Appreciate you joining us for the latest and greatest rendition of Tip-Off Tuesday. Jamie, we're going to start in White House, where you had a chance to witness history last night.
Oh, yeah, Dan. So they say no one's perfect, right? But they must not be talking about the White House Lady Cats. Let's get down there. It was senior night last night, and they were honoring just the 2 seniors on that team. So they go for win number 36 in a row. Absolutely perfect regular season, but they got to go through Mount Pleasant first. Hey, you know what? Here's one of the seniors kicking us off. India Williams kicking it out from deep. 3-pointer to start off the night of scoring. And then there's the other senior, Taylor Moore. She ain't going to finish here, though. Selina Cowdy going to kick it out to her. She's going to end up picking that one up as the Lady Cats come out clawing. But if there's one person on Mount Pleasant you got to watch out for, it's Kia Bolton. She was everywhere. Brace on, mask on, looking like the Terminator, playing like a 2. Bullseye, baby. Hey, give me one more. She was dealing later. Hezzy, pull up. Yep, all good there. She was keeping them Lady Tigers in the game last night, but when the Cats got going, there was no stopping them. Chloe Allen underneath the rim there. Then the senior again, Morris on her night. One-handed. White House takes it 49-32 for the perfect season and district championship.
Hey, that's the very first thing we did when I got here. So I brought the girls in. I said, look around, what's missing? And there were no girls basketball banners. So that's been their goal, and I'm so happy that the seniors were able to achieve it because it's been their goal.
It's unreal. There's no words to express it. Yes, I think I had faith the whole entire year. Like, I knew we had a special group coming up, so I knew that it was going to be something special regardless of us going with a perfect season.
House, they got Anna next Tuesday in Sulphur Springs.
Last night in Troop, we had the top 2 teams in 3A Region 2 District 16 defending champion Tatum in town to take on the Tigers. Early on, the Tigers shooter was shooting. Carter Graves cans the 3 from the left corner, and then a few possessions later, Troop breaking Tatum's press. Michael Burns finds Graves in the other corner. Splash. Kid went on an 8-0 run himself to start this game. Eagles flying in transition, though. Cooper White is leading the break. Quincy Davis running with him, and one. Let him know, young man. Once again, though, Troop dealing with Tatum's press nicely. Tredavion Anderson slings it to Braxton Barton for the easy lay, but here come the Eagles again, running and gunning. Toby Bush goes airborne, finds Whitus, who meets him up there for the bucket. Tatum press creating some havoc now. Davis pokes it away, takes it himself, a little skip to my Lou. The lay-in is true. I'll be here all week, folks. Time running down in this back end of the first quarter. Eagles moving to the corner. Jacob Dygert's got to put it up, swishes the pull-up jumper at the buzzer. Troop still ahead after the first quarter, 17-16, though, as the Tigers go on to win a close one, 71-66.
Let's go down the loop. Tyler looking to clinch a playoff spot. They got to get through Hallsville. Let me tell you, Hallsville ain't getting no Valentines, and Tyler, just rejection. How about that one to kick off your ball game? How about this, though? 4-4-3. Broomwall knocking this one down from deep, and I swear this next one, it ain't a replay. It just hit it from the same spot. Broomwall all day long. Tyler needed to get something back. First one, no go. Jason Grayson here, though, rhyming and putting it back. That's what friends are for, people. Check the interception here. Gets it up court. 3, no sir. Britcher wants 2. Britcher gonna get 2. How about this one falling through? Now Britcher wants 3. Pull up, cash. Don't let the next one, don't let this 23 fool you, though, on this interception. That ain't LeBron. That's a one better. How about this? Jabraylon Jackson threw his man. It ain't football, it's basketball. Hey, Tyler High takes this one 48-25. They get back into the playoffs. Dan, did you rhyme earlier? Was that a poem?
Yeah.
That's good journalism.
That's in my bag.
That's good journalism.
That's always in my bag. Stay tuned for the next Tip-Off Tuesday. Who knows how many rhymes we can pull out. But for now, that's all we got for sports. Morning, y'all. Back to y'all.
Love it.
There we go. Hey, we're about to step away for a quick update for over-the-air broadcast. We'll be right back here on CBS 19+. Good morning, y'all. I'm Jesus Martinez.
And I'm Dana Dixon. Thanks for joining us for this news update. A deadly Longview dog attack trial picks back up today, and jurors are set to hear more testimony about the 2024 death of 46-year-old Kenneth Pearson. Prosecutors say Pearson was riding his bike near MLK Boulevard and Rayburn Street when multiple dogs attacked. The dogs involved belonged to 58-year-old Martin Gilbert Rodriguez, who is charged with attack by a dog causing death. Court testimony has revealed that the dogs were known to roam freely, chasing people, children, and cyclists in the neighborhood. Rodriguez has pleaded not guilty. A veterinarian also testified that dogs can act very differently in a pack, especially when reacting to fast-moving objects like bicycles, calling it a herd mentality. The animals were seized and later euthanized under a warrant. If convicted, Rodriguez could face up to 20 years in prison.
Union Pacific is clearing out a long-time homeless encampment near downtown Tyler. The area under the Beckham Bridge, known as Tent City, had been home to dozens of people. Crews brought in bulldozers and equipment yesterday morning to remove the settlements, calling the encampments illegal and unsafe for both the residents and the community. Tyler police was there, as well as homeless resource officers, and he got help to residents and connect them with services and find alternative housing. Union Pacific says residents were warned twice over the past month to relocate before the cleanup started. Officials say while this is a big change for those living there, the goal is to keep the tracks clear and improve safety for the community.
Someone in Lufkin has a lot to smile about this morning. They are $1 million richer, and it is all thanks to a lucky scratch-off ticket. The ticket was purchased at the Quick Corner Food Mart. For selling the prize of that winning ticket, the store could be eligible for a $10,000 bonus under the Texas Lottery's retail bonus program. The Texas Lottery said the prize was the 13th of 15 top prizes worth $1 million to be claimed in the game. The winner is choosing to be anonymous.
I would too.
Second that motion.
I think we also won the lottery with this weather we're having today. Could be worse, but it's pretty great.
Yeah, very mild. We are still above average for this time of year, and despite the cooler temperatures that we're expecting for today, we got a cold front swinging through the area. So we'll begin the day with a few clouds overhead, and then we will start to see a little bit more sunshine as we wear on into the rest of the day. High temperatures in the low 70s. Winds out of the north. And we got some cooler temperatures as a result there, upper 60s to low 70s for the afternoon. And then we'll fall down into the 40s as we start out our Thursday, and we'll continue that trend of sunny skies through your Thursday afternoon with highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. We'll see a little bit more clouds as we head into Friday. We could have a couple of showers even during the later half of Friday morning. Those will be in and out pretty quickly, and we'll end up with a mix of clouds and sun. We could see high temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. Could not rule out maybe some areas, maybe even seeing upper 70s to even low 80s. Certainly not out of the question. It's just going to depend on that cloud cover. That's going to be ahead of our next system, which will be arriving into Saturday with a weather impact alert in place for the potential for some strong and severe thunderstorms. We will keep you updated throughout the week.
7:32 this morning. Welcome back to Morning All on CBS 19 Plus.
This is what's coming up in our second half hour. Overnight, a person of interest in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie detained, questioned, but then released. Coming up, the latest details in the new doorbell camera footage that was uncovered by investigators.
Plus, friends and family members remember Lori Hepperson after the search for the missing Wood County woman came to a tragic end. The simple message they'd like to share coming up.
Well, moisture is moving out of the area and we'll end up with some clear skies for today. But as we take a look off into our western half of the country, we have this to watch for, which will be moving in this weekend with some strong thunderstorms. We'll take a look at all the details of what we know so far coming up in your forecast later this half hour.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Yard on CBS 19 Plus.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon.
And I'm Jesus Martinez. Thank you so much for staying with us here on CBS 19 Plus. This morning, investigators are still trying to find the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. Now, 11 days since her disappearance, an overnight federal and local authorities searched an Arizona home and said that a person of interest, or person that is, was detained and questioned in connection with that case.
Yeah, but early this morning, that same man said he was released. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn has more on these developments.
The search for Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, continues. Overnight, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Department said they had conducted a search at a house in Rio Rico, Arizona, a community near the border that's about an hour south of Tucson, and that a person had been detained in connection to the case during a traffic stop.
I don't know anything.
This man says he was held and later released.
They just told me to stop moving, like, what's your name? Carlos, and that's it. They put me in the cop car.
He also told reporters he works as a delivery driver and that he didn't know who Nancy or Savannah Guthrie are.
I don't follow the news. I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name.
FBI Director Kash Patel said this on Fox News last night before it all began to unfold.
With any investigation, you are a person of interest until you're either eliminated or you're actually found to be the culprit or the culprits involved.
These developments came hours after the FBI released chilling new images of an armed, masked person wearing gloves outside Nancy Guthrie's home, captured by a security camera the night she went missing.
Hopefully the trap is closing on this suspect. Hopefully they feel that pressure. This is the break they needed.
Savannah Guthrie also posted the doorbell camera images on her social media Tuesday and a message saying, "We believe she is still alive. Bring her home." Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The FBI and Pima County Sheriff are urging people with any information that could help them find Nancy Guthrie to please call their tip lines. Overnight, a senior Trump administration official said that the White House was monitoring this situation in Tucson closely.
The Texas Rangers are investigating the death at a death that is at the Henderson County Jail. 42-year-old Carl Dora was found unresponsive in his cell on January 25th. He was pronounced dead a few days later. Sheriff Buddy Hillhouse says Dora's death appears to be related to ongoing medical issues. Dora had been in jail since August of 2025 on charges of making and delivering a controlled substance. Authorities have confirmed that his family has been notified.
Friends and family are reflecting on the life of Lori Harbison, remembering her not for how she died, but for how she lived. The 76-year-old Wood County woman was found dead Saturday in a wooded area about a half-mile from her vehicle. Authorities believe she succumbed to the extreme cold during the recent winter storm. Now, those closest to Lori describe her as an organic gardener, a caretaker of her land, and someone who quietly looked out for others. Her loved ones are sharing a simple message: take care of the people who live alone and check on your neighbors.
Springhill ISD leaders are taking another shot at funding that is, what they call much needed repairs across the district. Trustees voted unanimously to put about $20 million on the May 2nd ballot after similar bond proposals were turned down late last year. District officials say several needs remain, including junior high renovations and upgrades to the athletic facilities. Superintendent Penny Fleet says the projects won't raise property taxes and the new bonds would be paid off at the same time as the district's existing high school bond. Voters will decide the outcome on May 2nd. Meanwhile, Springhill ISD board members also voted against a resolution that would allow school organized prayer periods. Now, Texas Senate Bill 11 requires public school boards to decide by March 1st whether to create designated times for group religious activity during the school day. While declining to adopt the policy, the board reaffirmed that students have the right to individually and voluntarily pray or read religious texts as long as it does not disrupt school activities. District leaders say they support religious freedom but believe spiritual instruction should remain the responsibility of families and faith communities. A San Antonio woman says 2 federal agents burst into her house last week, and she says the officers were looking for the wrong person and that everyone there was in the U.S. legally. However, the incident, which went viral on social media, still has the household shaken. Megan Reyna reports.
It's a Facebook Live from Thursday morning where you see 2 men with police stitched onto their vest inside a home located in the Sunrise neighborhood on the northeast side. The woman taking this video says everyone in the home is either a U.S. citizen or has legal status. She asked to remain anonymous.
Having a gun pointed to you and your family, it just makes you feel like weak, useless, like you can't do anything.
At one point, as the 2 officers were leaving the home, they got into a scuffle with another man as he shut the door on them. But what led up to this chaotic scene, which left damage throughout the home? This resident tells us her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend were on the way to work about 5 minutes away from the home when they were pulled over by an unmarked vehicle. She says both of them are U.S. citizens.
They were just like banging on the windows. They didn't give him a chance to, here's my ID. They didn't want the ID.
She says the couple drove off, leading the officers to the home. They were able to detain her roommate, but the boyfriend was still hiding.
It's a child molester. She said they're saying my boyfriend that he's a child molester. She asked for a picture and it's not even him. We tell them, you got the wrong house, you got the wrong people.
She says the officers let the roommate go, left for about 20 minutes, then came back after they spotted the man they were targeting. That's when this video began.
Do you know why he ran so much and didn't kind of just say, okay, here's my, kind of force them to look at his ID and realize he's not the same guy?
He was scared. I told him, you know what, I understand you. I honestly would have done the same thing.
I directly asked the chief of staff to the field director of ICE today about that raid. He said that he was unaware of it or hadn't seen it.
The video caught the attention of U.S. Democratic Congressman Joaquin Castro. We also reached out to a spokesperson for ICE, but are waiting for a response. Meanwhile, this woman says she and her 3-year-old child haven't been able to eat or sleep much since the encounter.
So you want to make it clear, you are not against them going after a child molester, but they can't just...
and them having the wrong person they left everyone here traumatized.
Well, an ICE spokesperson ended up saying the department was conducting a targeted operation to arrest an immigrant who is in the U.S. illegally. That individual is still at large.
Smith County commissioners are taking steps to review voter-approved road and bridge bonds, but the discussion over how to do it isn't without debate. The commissioners heard from Grassroots America yesterday, a local watchdog group that has been scrutinizing spending on the 2017 and 2021 bonds. The group asked for a forensic audit to make sure proper procedures were followed and to highlight any areas that need improvement. After a lengthy discussion, the court voted to seek bids from audit firms. But not everyone agreed on how the audit should be handled. Some commissioners questioned the cost, suggesting the money might be better spent directly on repairing roads.
Our hope is that we have a lot of bidders for that RFP. We want to make sure that the community knows that we are transparent. We want all this information to come out because we are confident in our staff.
The county will now review bids and decide whether the audit's cost is worth the added oversight and public trust. Smith County commissioners also making moves to improve animal services. They've approved reclassifying one animal control officer as a dispatcher, a change aimed at speeding up response times and improving communication with the public. The court also approved adding a part-time kennel technician and launching a weekly low-cost spay and neuter service. That service, run by the Animal Protection League, will operate out of the shelter's back parking lot, making it easier for pet owners to access affordable care.
Well, for an East Texas family, every day comes with uncertainty. Their 3-year-old son, Trip, suffers from generalized epilepsy, with seizures every day. Now they're working to get him a service dog that could help save his life. And for his mom, Shauna, that means sleepless nights and constant worry. Seizure alert dogs are specially trained to detect when a seizure is about to happen, sometimes even before symptoms begin. Now Shauna is raising money to bring a service dog home to Tripp, a companion she believes would be nothing short than life-saving.
They're your animal, and just to know that for the next 10 years, he would have that, and he would have that companion, but someone that can also make sure that he's safe, and so that he can live a normal life.
Triple Play Lindale is hosting a youth baseball and softball tournament April 25th and the 26th to raise awareness about epilepsy and support Tripp. If you'd like to donate, that information can be found over on our website, CBS19.tv. All right, still ahead. From a grandmother's kitchen to her own bakery, one teen is turning family tradition into a dream career. That story coming up after the break. All right, 7:45, welcome back. A Texas teen is turning family memories into a baking dream, honoring her grandmother one recipe at a time, and now competing for a chance at culinary school.
As a child, 16-year-old Audra Davis was interested in psychology until she was introduced to history, her own family history. A few years ago, Audra's dad, William Davis, inherited this mixer and a cookbook from his grandma.
Every birthday for me, my grandmother would make me a strawberry jello cake. And so I loved that, and that was kind of our tradition.
I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be my thing.
Minnie Davis died before Audra ever really got to know her. Nevertheless, Audra felt drawn to that mixer. She'd done a little baking, but now kicked it into high gear. Baking as often as she could, as much as she could.
Definitely.
Cakes, cookies, banana pudding, whatever she was able.
That was when I was like, oh, like, I could make a career out of this.
So that's what she did. Started a bakery and called it Mixin' Minis, a nod to the woman who made it possible.
I'll probably only bake 6 right now.
Audra now wants to pursue a culinary career. She's part of the culinary team at Cedar Hill High School, and later this month, she'll compete in a culinary competition where she has the chance to earn a scholarship to culinary school.
But make sure that you don't add your eggs in while it's too hot.
But her greatest reward will always be that special ingredient that made it possible.
It's nice to know that this is what she did and this is what I'm doing now, and I'm able to bring her, I'm basically keeping her alive as the time goes by.
Love and sugar, a recipe for sweet success.
And a sweet story.
It was.
Yeah. Well, residents in Fargo, North Dakota are bonding together to give thanks to a very special group of people. They gathered at the Air Museum to create handmade Valentines for veterans. The organizers say this is a way to let the veterans know that they are loved and appreciated for the sacrifices that they made. I
That's
love
awesome.
that.
That's really nice.
This is one time where DIY would be acceptable.
Yeah,
I
DIY is
agree
very
with
simple
that
and
one.
unexpected. They probably don't expect to get that.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more special.
Much more better. All right. Well, hey, speaking of Valentine's, for all those sweet treat fans out there, Ben and Jerry's, we all love them, has a Valentine's gift for you. They just came out with 3 brand new flavors. Here they are already. They're Sundays, and their Sunday line, it's strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry.
Strawberry
strawberry.
shortcake. PB Blondie Bestie, which I believe is that one. No, that one's Mocha Mood Pie. Ooh,
yummy.
That's the PB Bestie one. The new creations can be found wherever the pints are sold, and they range anywhere between $5 to $7. I think I'd go with the strawberry one.
Yeah, it's got like
that
the
was
name.
the best one.
Well, I love strawberry ice cream, but I
Yeah.
also just like strawberry, you know.
It works
Strawberry.
out.
You give your bae some strawberry.
PB Bestie, did that one have any jelly in there?
I don't know.
It would make sense.
peanut
PB and
butter.
J, they're besties. PB and J bestie.
I love it.
It rolled off the tongue.
Sounds pretty good. I'll taste test all of them. How about that?
There we go.
Yeah, and I
Cough,
like ice
cough.
cream on a cold day, so perfect for today.
Oh, well, there you go. We got some cooler temperatures for today, and yeah, well, it's going to be still pretty mild, still be pretty warm, but definitely cooler than what we've been seeing the past couple of days here. Check this out. There's the cold front. So you see the clouds up above there, and then we got the clear air just behind that cloud area. That is that cold front moving in closer. We'll see a little bit more sunshine as it continues to move in a little bit closer. Right now, the current temperature is 51 in Tyler. We also have 45 as the dew point. So a little bit drier than what we've been seeing. West-northwest winds at around 3 miles per hour. And again, we'll see those clouds clear out of the area as we continue into the rest of today. 48 degrees in Sulphur Springs. You go further to the south, the cold front draped right across southern parts of Cherokee County, northern parts of Nacogdoches County, and into parts of Shelby County as well. You can see that temperature difference there. 54 in Jacksonville, 63 in Nacogdoches. There is that cold front. It's going to continue to move further to the south, and as it does so, we'll see some cooler temperatures and some clearing skies. Have a lot more sunshine for today. Upper 60s to low 70s for this afternoon. I think we'll get to a high of around 70 for today, then 75 for your day on Thursday with a little bit more clouds, mostly cloudy into your Friday. Temperatures inching their way up back into the 80s, and that will not last for too much longer as another wave of rain will be moving in for your Valentine's Day. Could be pretty heavy at times. I'll show you what we know so far coming up in your full forecast. Stick around.
Will do. From mammograms to self-checks, what to watch for to protect your health. Still coming up here on CBS 19's Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus.
All right, 7:51, welcome back. Getting regular health screenings can save your life by helping you identify problems early. But in between those exams, that is, experts say it's important to be your own health advocate at home. And today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains why self-checks are critical.
From mammograms to colonoscopies, cholesterol and blood pressure checks, health screenings and regular checkups can help save your life. But at home, so can you.
I think of it like a check engine light. You know, your body is really good at sending you signs and symptoms to let you know that something is going on.
Dr. John Hanachek with Cleveland Clinic says you know your body best, and in between annual exams, if you notice something that feels or looks different, call your doctor.
It is always better to find something earlier than later.
Hanachek says to watch out for moles that are changing, itching, or bleeding, unexplained shifts in weight, aches and pains that don't go away, or changes in bowel or bladder habits.
If you are going to the bathroom more often, or if there's blood in the toilet that doesn't have an explanation, those are for sure signs that you'd want to follow up on.
Check for hard lumps, especially on the breasts, neck, under the armpits, and other private areas.
Look for those changes. Look for things that are different than what you are accustomed to for your own body.
Hanachek says these self-checks should be done every month, but he cautions not to use them as a replacement for annual health screenings.
Self-checks are then an additional check on top of what you've already been doing as recommended by your physician.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, it's almost 8 o'clock. Some of you may be already out the door. Some of you may be already at work. Either way, you probably already have your coffee with you or about to get it. So our question of the day, mine's already gone, by the way. Our question of the day, what's your go-to coffee order?
I have a little bit left of my peppermint mocha, which
Mine's
is my
gone.
go-to coffee order of the day.
You hear that?
Let's see what the people are saying. Carly says not coffee, but she loves strawberry matcha.
Matcha's
from
great.
Enox.
I love matcha.
Claudia says rose mocha from the Gathering Cup. And then Lori's going with iced white mocha. I do like, and you got me yesterday, sweet Jesus, got me a white chocolate mocha.
I think my go-to during this season, and Joel, you were here for this, pistachio. Whenever we were like, oh, the pistachio is back, I stopped half sentence. I was like, oh,
yeah, and that was on air. That was on air.
That was on air.
That was on air.
Pistachio's back.
He was excited.
I love it.
Still have
They
it.
just still do. It's great.
That's awesome.
And yours is very specific.
It's very specific. Just iced caramel coffee.
He likes
what it is.
a nice
well,
basic
it's
coffee.
almost never that I'm going to get an iced coffee. I mean, I don't know.
You should.
It tastes like dessert to me instead
Try
of
it
actual
one time
coffee.
at least.
I have tried it. I don't dislike it. It just I feel bad about it.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
It's all right. More for me.
Right? What isn't bad either is this weather we're having.
No, not at all. I mean, we are going to be a little bit cooler for today, but we're still 10 degrees above average for the high temperature for today. We'll see a little bit more sunshine, too. We're actually starting to see that a little bit as this cold front moves in a little bit closer. We're pretty chilly this morning, upper 40s and low 50s. Some of us are still in the low 60s, especially across deep East Texas where the cold front hasn't passed through yet. We'll eventually cool down into the 60s for some of those areas, or upper 50s, I should say, for this morning. And then we'll make a run for the low 70s for the afternoon with a lot more sunshine. You can see our satellite and radar picture showing those clear skies overhead as the moisture continues to move off to the east. We have another batch of moisture moving into the area as we head into this weekend, currently spinning off the west coast there. That is our next system, which will be coming in for Valentine's Day, and that could bring us the chance for maybe some strong to even severe thunderstorms marginally. I'm not expecting so far a huge widespread outbreak, but certainly we'll have some of the ingredients to get maybe a few stronger thunderstorms in there. So we'll definitely keep you in the loop as far as all the forecasts go through the entire week. Well, we do have a weather impact alert in place for Saturday with a 90% chance of rain. Then Sunday into Monday look to be much, much better. We'll have some clear skies and some temperatures warming into the 60s and 70s once again after possibly even reaching the 80s by Friday. Sunshine for today, upper 60s and low 70s. We'll fall down into the 40s for the overnight into Thursday morning. And then back into the upper 60s to low 70s for Thursday afternoon with a lot more sunshine, a little bit more cloud cover for your Friday. We'll also have a little bit of a chance for a couple showers as well. They'll be in and out pretty quickly, and we'll aim for the 60s, 70s, and possibly even near 80 for some of us. Valentine's Day looking pretty soggy right now, definitely an indoor day for sure. So we'll definitely keep you updated on the latest when it comes to that. 1 to 1.5 inches of rain certainly going to be a possibility out of this next system, definitely going to be helping us with our rainfall deficit. After we cool off, we steadily warm up and we'll be mostly sunny to partly cloudy through next week.
All right, thank you, Joel. We're about to step away for a moment. We're going to break into our over-the-air broadcast with a news update for you.
That's right. We'll be right back here on CBS 19 Plus.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon.
And I'm Jesus Martinez. Thank you for joining us for this news update. Well, for an East Texas family, every day comes with uncertainty. Their 3-year-old son, Tripp, suffers from generalized epilepsy with seizures every single day. Now they're working to get him a service dog that could help save his life. And those seizures, for his mom, Shauna, that means sleepless nights and constant worry. Those seizure alert dogs are specially trained to detect when a seizure is about to happen, even sometimes before symptoms begin. Now Shauna is raising money to bring a service dog home to Tripp, a companion she believes would be nothing short than life-saving.
They're your animal, and just to know that for the next 10 years, he would have that, and he would have that companion, but someone that can also make sure that he's safe, and so that he can live a normal life.
Well, Triple Play Lindale is hosting a youth baseball and softball tournament on April 25th and the 26th to raise awareness about epilepsy and support Tripp. If you'd like to help donate, we have that information on our website, CBS19.tv.
Spring Hill ISD leaders are taking another shot at funding what they call much needed repairs across the district. Now, trustees voted unanimously to put about $20 million on the May 2nd ballot after similar bond proposals were turned down late last year. District officials say several needs remain, including junior high renovations and upgrades to athletic facilities. Superintendent Penny Fleet says the projects won't raise property taxes, and the new bonds would be paid off at the same time as the district's existing high school bond. Voters will decide the outcome on May 2nd. Meanwhile, Spring Hill ISD board members voted against a resolution that would allow school organized prayer periods. Texas Senate Bill 11 requires public school boards to decide by March 1st whether to create designated times for group religious activities during the school day. Now, while declining to adopt the policy, the board reaffirmed that students have the right to individually and voluntarily pray or read religious texts as long as it does not disrupt school activities. District leaders say they support religious freedom, but believe spiritual instruction should remain the responsibility of families and faith communities.
Well, let's go check that forecast now with Joel. It was cloudy this morning, clearing up now.
Looks good.
Yeah, finally clearing out. We got a cold front coming through the area, and so we'll end up with some sunnier skies for the afternoon, and temperatures a little bit cooler in the low to mid 70s. Still very mild for this time of year. We should be in the low 60s, but instead we'll be in the low 70s for the afternoon. There it is on Future Skycast. Mainly clear skies, upper 60s and low 70s across East Texas for today, and then low 40s to start your Thursday, and will continue to be clear all the way through your Thursday afternoon. Upper 60s and the low 70s once again, kind of a rinse and repeat scenario. And then we'll see a little bit more cloud cover into your Friday. We could have a couple of showers even in the morning as well. Very stray, isolated pop-up showers that'll be in and out pretty quickly. Rest of the day on Thursday features a mix of clouds and sun, and temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and possibly near 80 in some parts of the area. That's going to be ahead of our next system coming through on Saturday with a weather impact alert in place. We'll keep you updated throughout the week.
All right, Pizza Hut is celebrating Valentine's Day with a little help from pop royalty. The chain is teaming up with the Backstreet Boys members to launch a limited-time heart-shaped pizza inspired by the band hit Shape of My Heart. The promotion comes as the group marks 25 years, that is, since its Millennium album. And now through February 22nd, fans can order a medium one-topping heart-shaped pizza. That's a mouthful, just in time for a sweet, shareable holiday treat. I take it.
Yummy.
This is like a tradition in my family.
Yeah,
We've been doing it for years. We haven't gotten it from Pizza Hut, but we have gotten it from Papa Murphy's before. They called theirs the Heart Baker.
Yes, they have that one.
You can bake it yourself.
Really?
Yeah, well, they make it.
Okay, then the one I got was from maybe
cool.
Papa John's.
Yeah, maybe.
They have a heart one too. They have the jack-o'-lantern one for Halloween. All these cool shapes for these holidays.
I'm not a candy person, so this is right up my alley.
Pizza's great.
Gosh,
This weather, also up my alley. It's so nice.
It is nice. A little bit chillier. Let's take one more look outside real quick as we take a look at our Roberts and Roberts cam. We're looking north on Broadway. It's a beautiful day. It's turning out to be just sunny. We got a cold front coming in, so we got some cooler and drier air. You're walking out the door with temperatures up to the north in the upper 40s. You go further to the south, you got some 50s, 60s still in Nacogdoches and Lufkin. Those temperatures will start to cool into the later half of this morning, or at least within the next few hours, as this cold front continues to move through. And then we'll be warming up all together for the afternoon. Highs near 70, still 10 degrees above the average. Slightly cooler temperatures than the past few days, but we're going to be absolutely beautiful for today. Up to 80 we go for Friday. Then we have our next chance of rain into Saturday. Weather impact alert in place. We could have some heavy thunderstorms in there, so we'll be watching that closely. Otherwise, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday look amazing. 60s, back to the 70s we go.
Before we go, breaking news again this morning. The FAA has now lifted the closure of the El Paso airspace. Now, the FAA had issued a temporary flight restriction for the next 10 days, but they just sent out over social media that there is no threat to commercial aviation. Now, this new information just came down at about 7:54. Earlier this morning, all flights to and from El Paso International were grounded. It also includes an area of southern New Mexico. Officials haven't released much information, but we have teams across the state working to get that for you. Again, the FAA has reopened the airspace in El Paso within the last few minutes, and here's that information that went out over X earlier this morning, just minutes ago, though.
All new information this morning. Of course, we'll keep on top of this. Like you mentioned, they do have crews from all over the state of Texas going to El Paso to learn more about all this ground stuff that's now lifted.
All right, thanks so much for joining us here for Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus. You can catch the noon show coming up here as well.
Keep it here for the latest news and weather throughout the day. Have a good morning. We'll see you dark and early tomorrow morning. If not, we'll see you later on for the noon show.